Hello, all you happy people. If you were to bump into me on the side of the street, which is pretty unlikely because I live in the middle of nowhere, and you asked me what my favorite TF2 map was off the top of my head, well, I'd tell you, without hesitation, that it's Dust Bowl. Now, if you played TF2 and been in the community for any meaningful amount of time, you've probably heard of Dust Bowl's reputation. Dust Bowl is a decidedly bad map. Most maps in Team Fortress 2 are pretty well balanced. See, they usually have an abundance of very open spaces, giving soldiers and demo men plenty of space to rocket jump to their heart's content. It's not just open spaces, though. There are usually also a few tight spaces around the map, occasionally running in corners, giving scouts good opportunities to flank, and Flog Pyros good opportunities to work their fiery magic on unsuspecting enemies. There's usually also a lot of cover, ideal for engineers to build up their nests, spies to hide, and snipers to deal a totally fair 150 damage for a body shot. Most importantly, the map gives advantages to both red and blue. No one side is favored. All is fair. But that gets tossed out of the frickin' window with Dust Bowl. Dust Bowl is a tiny, narrow, choke point-filled mess of a map, where playing a spy and sniper is nigh impossible, while NGs, soldiers, and demos reign supreme. Everybody hates Dust Bowl, that's why everybody plays on it. But that's not it, I hear you ask. Dust Bowl sounds like a terrible map. Why would anybody want to play on it? Because it's fun. Dust Bowl caters to the defensive team to a pretty insane degree. If you look at the final points in each phase of the map, red spawn is pretty much inches away from the point. Red has dozens of vantage points and little forts and shacks for them to hide in and put level 3 sentries inside. Meanwhile, blue has almost no way to defend themselves from red's attacks, and a much harder time capping a singular point. Now, I've pieced together an answer on why this is. Dust Bowl is one of TF2's oldest maps, and was being designed back when every class was supposed to have grenades as part of their loadouts. With this knowledge in mind, the designs of each section of Dust Bowl just make just a little more sense, you know? Also, this was before rocket jumping and sticky jumping were a thing. Dust Bowl was never meant to cater to red. It was just designed to accommodate a game feature that was never implemented, forcing it to give red an unfair advantage. But again, blue can win in Dust Bowl. It's just very hard, and requires an amount of team coordination that is, uncommon for casual servers. And that's what makes the map fun. Dust Bowl's either an absolutely disgusting steamroll or a desperate, brutal battle to the death, with both teams giving their all to either claim or defend the point. Now, that isn't to say that well-designed maps that are fair to both teams aren't fun. That's not it at all. But none of them have quite the same energy as a Dust Bowl match. Yes, with, I don't know, altitude, fights can get intense, but there's still wide open spaces with plenty of moments of quiet in between battles. But, like I said, Dust Bowl is cramped and chaotic. With most other maps, blue team spawn points change based on what points they captured, usually right next to a claimed point. But in Dust Bowl, blue gets no such treatment. Blue is constantly fighting an uphill battle, where the possibility of being pushed all the way back to their original spawn point could realistically happen. And it does happen. Trust me, I've seen it. But whenever your team clutches the final point with a well-timed Uber, I just can't help but give out a big, happy sigh, lean backwards in my chair, and let the satisfaction roll over me. Dust Bowl is truly one of a kind map in TF2, and it's my personal favorite map. Do I think it should be changed in the future to be more forgiving to blue team? No. So yeah, that's my favorite Team Fortress 2 map. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you want to. Thanks for watching. Godspeed.